Sun comes from Allah, the moon comes from Allah, daylight from Allah, night falls from Allah, the earth comes from Allah, the water comes from Allah, air comes from Allah, and fire comes from Allah. Everything's from Allah, everyone's from Allah. Everything's from Allah, everyone's from Allah. So what is Kalima? This is Kalima. What is Kalima? This is Kalima.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And assalamu alaikum out there in the real world. I want to welcome you to Open the Door, Ya Simsim. My name is Uncle Abu Qissas, and I'm here to tell you true stories through your imagination. True stories through your imagination. So I want you to hear what I say, and I want you to see it in your imagination, and also you out in the real world. But before we get started, we want to introduce ourselves to the real world, yeah? And we'll start with you. What is your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. How are you, Sarah? Yes? Okay.
Nima Shahid.
Nima Shahid, and pass that to her. Yeah.
Sharfa Muzammil.
Shafa
Muzammil.
Muzammil. MashaAllah. Shafa, welcome.
Fatima Shamha Ishar.
Fatima.
Shamha.
Shamha, welcome.
Aisha Umar.
Aisha Umar, welcome.
Nabila Falil.
Namila, very good.
Atifa Muzammil.
Atifa, mashallah, welcome all. Welcome to Open the Door, Ya Simsim, and the story times of Ramadan. Every day we have to make decisions, yes? What is a decision? What does it mean, decision? Do you want coffee or you want tea? Right? It's a choice that we make, right? And this is something that's special that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's blessed us with, right? As mankind, He's given us the free will to make decisions. And although Allah knows what decision we're going to make, He still gives us the choice to make the decision to do something good or to do something bad. It's our choice. And when we reach a certain age, then we're responsible for the decisions that we make, yeah? We're responsible for everything that we do. After you reach a certain age, right? After you reach 12 or 13, 14, then you're responsible for everything you do. If you make a good choice, you make a bad choice, the angels write down all the things that you do, and we're responsible for it, yeah? This story that I'm going to tell you, it's called The Decisions That We Make. A woman, one day, she came out of her house and saw 3 old men. What did she see? 3 old men sitting at her door, right? She opened the door and she sees these 3 men sitting there, right? Not only were they 3 old men, they were 3 old men with very long white beards sitting in her front yard. She didn't recognize them because they weren't there yesterday and they weren't there last night. But when she opened the door, they were there. She said, "I don't think I know you, but you must be hungry." SubhanAllah, look how nice she was. "I don't think I know you, but you must be hungry. Please come in and have something to eat." The man said, "Is the man of the house in? Is the man of the house at home?" She said, "No, he's out." "Then we cannot come in," they said at the same time. All 3 said, "Then we cannot come in." In the evening, when her husband came home, she told him what had happened. He said, "Go tell them, come in. Please, go out and invite them in," he said. When she went out, she said, okay. Like he must have came in the other door. So when she came out, she said, okay, my husband's home. Come on in. Come in, welcome, welcome, come in. And they said, we can't come in all three together. We can't come in at the same time. All three of us cannot come in, they said. Said, we do not go into the house together, they replied. Why is that, she said. One of the old men explains, my name is Wealth. And he said, pointing to his friend, he is Success. And he said to the other friend, and he is Love. What were the name of his three friends? One was what? Wealth.
Success and love.
And love. Very good, very good. So he said, now, you go in the house and discuss with your husband, which one of us do you want in your home? Okay? So what happened? The three men were sitting in the yard. Since morning they were sitting. They couldn't come in because the husband wasn't home. When the husband came home, she went out and invited them in. The three men were who?
Wealth, success, and love.
And love, yes. And they said what? We can't come in, right? At one time. You have to only invite one of us in, right? Okay. The woman went and told her husband what they had said. The husband was overjoyed. Oh, great, oh, nice, he said. Since in that case, he said, let us invite Wealth, let us invite Wealth, let us invite Wealth, let us invite Wealth. Please, let Wealth in, let's let Wealth in. Oh, please, he can fill our house with joy, with wealth, we have money. Oh. The wife disagreed. No, dear, I think we should invite Success. Darling, please, we need Wealth. No, dear, I think we should invite Success. Wealth. No, dear. Success. In the corner, the daughter-in-law was listening. And she jumped in with her own suggestion. Would it not be better to invite Love? Our home will then be filled with love. So why don't we invite Love in first? The wife said, let us take heed to the daughter-in-law's advice. And she said to her husband, please, let us invite Love. Okay, I really wanted Wealth, but I'm sure what we could use is a little bit of love, right? We can use a little bit of love in the house, right? It's always good to have love in the house, isn't it? What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. But that's the only thing that there's just too little of. So go in, invite Love. The woman went out and asked the three men, which one of you are Love? Which one of you are Love? There was three men, right? She didn't know which one was which. She said, which one of you are Love? Please come in as our guest for tonight. Love got up and started to walk towards the house. And what happened? When Love started walking in the house, what happened? The other two walked right behind him. The other two got up and followed him. Surprised, right? The woman was surprised. She said, she asked for Wealth and Success. I only invited Love. So why are you coming in? We only invited Love. When you said only one can come in, only one of you can come in. Why are all of you coming in? She was very surprised, right? The old men replied together, if you had invited Wealth or Success, the other two of us would stayed outside. But since you invited Love, everyone else goes with him. All of us go with him, right? Wealth comes with love, and success comes with love. So wherever there is love, there's also wealth and success. Alhamdulillah. What did you, tell me, what was the story? Tell me what the story was in your own words. What was the story that you heard?
It was about
an old lady. She, in the morning, she opened the door and she saw three old men. and then she was like, I don't know y'all. And after that, she was like, okay, you must be so hungry, in a kind voice. And then she said, please come in.
SubhanAllah. Yes.
But they were like, no, we can't come in. Is your husband there? After that, the lady was like, no, he is not there. After that, while the husband came home, the lady said to the husband, like, what happened? And then after that, the husband was like, okay, call them inside. And then after that, the wife went outside, and she said to all the old men, or to all three of the old men, she said, okay, my husband is home, someone come in. After that, they were like, no, we all can't go together. And then after that, like, she was like, we will like, they said their names, wealth, success, and love. And then after that, she said, after the old man said, okay, choose one of us, and then we'll come inside.
True.
And then after that, the lady went inside, and she said to the husband that what thing happened. And then after, the husband was like, say wealth. And then after the wife was like, no, we'll take success. After that, the husband was like, wealth. The lady was like, success. And their daughter-in-law was in the corner, and she heard about that, and she came and she jumped in, and she said, why don't you take love first? And then after that, they were like, because if we have love, everyone will have love. And the lady said, okay, we'll take love. After that, the husband was like, I was about to take wealth, but it's okay, take love, everyone will have love. And then after that, the lady went outside, and she called, who is love? And then after that, love started walking inside. And then two of the others, wealth and success, was also coming behind him. And then the lady was like, surprised. The lady was surprised that all were coming inside together. And then the lady was like, I said only love to come in. Y'all said that y'all can't come together. But then the people said, and the three old men said that because if you chose wealth or success, we would have left any of those two to stay outside. But you call love, so because of that, we all are coming inside.
MashaAllah. You said that better than me. MashaAllah. Very well. And what else did we get from the story? Tell me something, some
That wealth
wisdom.
and success comes from love.
SubhanAllah. True. If you have love, then you have wealth and success. Anything else?
Agree with each other.
To agree, yes, we should agree with each other, right? Try not to argue, yes. Anything else? No? Being kind. Wallahi, that, we can't say that enough, really. We really can't say that enough. It is so important that we are kind to each other. You know, as Muslims, sometimes we're not very kind to each other, you know? And it's very important, you know, especially as young ladies, as young Muslimas, that we should show kindness, and we should always be, you know, show generosity. It's very, very important. It's a part of our religion. I mean, this is the reason why the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he got so many followers, right? It was because he had amana, he had trust. You know, people trusted him. He had kindness. And this is what brings, you know, they say, you know, what brings bees to the flower? Is it kindness, or is it vinegar? Is it the honey or the vinegar? Yes. So we bring things together with honey, with sweetness, you know. So if we're kind, it's always good to be kind. We can't be kind enough. We really can't be kind enough. So my wish for you, where there is pain, I wish you peace and mercy. And where there is self-doubting, I wish you renewal of confidence and your ability to work through it. Where there is tiredness and exhaustion, I wish you understanding, patience, and renewal of strength. Where there is fear, I wish for you love and courage. Alhamdulillah. So that was that story. And it was called what? Decisions We Make. This one, this one is pretty. This one is special for mothers. And inshallah, one day you will all be mothers, inshallah. And you'll know the greatness, the greatness of being a mother, being a woman, it's sometimes when you're young, you think, oh, the boys just do everything. The boys have everything. Look at the boys, they can do everything. But boys can't do everything, believe me. Girls are so special. You are so, so special. And you'll see as you get older how special you really are. And when you become a mother like your mother, then you'll know the sound of mama, how sweet that sound is. But sometimes we forget, sometimes we forget. So this is all a part of growing and learning. Yeah, it's all a part of growing and learning. So this is called paid in full. A little boy came up to his mother, and she was in the kitchen one evening while she was fixing supper. He handed her a piece of paper that he had been writing on a piece of paper. And after this, his mother dried her hands on her apron and read it. And this is what it said. He gave his mother this piece of paper. He wrote some things on the paper. And she was in the kitchen. She was cooking. Right. Mothers do that, don't they? They cook very well, mashallah. See, that's the thing. See, boys can't cook very well. But mothers, mashallah, they can cook very well. So he said, for cutting the grass, $5. Okay? For cutting the grass, $5. For cleaning up my room for 1 week, $1. For going to the store for you, $5. For babysitting my baby brother while you went shopping, $10. For going out, for taking the garbage out, $1. For getting a good report card from school, $5. For cleaning up and raking the yard, $2. So mama, now you owe me a total of, I think it's about $15. So he gave the mother the paper. He said, you owe me $15. Well, his mother looked at him standing there, and the boy could see the memory flashing through her mind. So the mother, she was looking at the paper, and she started thinking about all the things that she did for him. So she picked up a pen and turned over the paper he had written on, and this is what she wrote. So the little boy, his mother was cooking dinner. He came in and said, Mama, here, you owe me this. This is what you owe me. The mother looked at it. For doing this, $5. For doing that, $1. For doing this, the little boy is charging his mother for all the good things that he did for her, right? See, but he didn't think. So at that time, right, flashed in her mind the memory of what the things she had done for him. She took the paper, she turned it over. For 9 months I carried you while you were growing inside me, no charge. For all the nights I sat up with you, I doctored you, I prayed for you, no charge. For trying times and all the tears that you caused me through the growing years, no charge. For all the nights filled with dread, for all the worry when I knew where you were going ahead, no charge. For the toys, the food, the clothes, and even wiping your nose, no charge. For when you add this up, the cost of my love, no charge. Subhanallah. When the boy read that, what his mother had written, there was a big tear in his eyes. And he looked straight at his mother and said, Mama, sure, I do love you. And then he took the pen, and with a great big letter, he said, paid in full. Paid in full. Alhamdulillah. So with this, our director Hamoudi's back there waving his hands. He's saying the clock on the wall says that's all, and it's next time, inshallah. We now close the door of the Simsim into the sun sets and the moon rises again. And truths in our imaginations come to us again. We bid you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sun comes from Allah, the moon comes from Allah, daylight from Allah, night falls from Allah, the earth comes from Allah, the water comes from Allah, air comes from Allah, and fire comes from Allah. Everything's from Allah, everyone's from Allah. Everything's from Allah, everyone's from Allah. So what is Kalima? This is Kalima. What is Kalima? This is Kalima.